Good morning. It is Friday night here in the lair. Welcome to HASSCAST 42. Happy holidays. I hope you will have a beautiful, safe party or safe celebration or safe vacation. There's no point on going on vacations. Most places are closed. You know all of that. And, yeah, I'm just here to, talk about some new movies, TV shows, albums, music news, film news, and an old nostalgia case reflecting on a very old movie that is dear to my heart in all of that. I just really hope your week's been going good. I had like a 5-day daily work. Like I worked 5 days in a row, like literally. It was pretty hectic, but whatever. Shit gets busy. And I had a lot of school, but now here we are. It's Friday. The weight is gone. The baggage of schoolwork and work is gone for about a day and a half because I work Sunday, but that's how it feels. Not everybody has freedom. You have to work and make responsibilities to get freedom. That's just how it works in the world. You have to make responsibilities to then get freedom based on those responsibilities being fulfilled. That's how I'm starting to look at things. Also, to find responsibilities, you gotta sit down and you gotta think, fuck everything. I'm just gonna think about what activity I could do. It's one could think it's unhealthy to be behind this computer this long, but at least I try and make time to go in the garage and swing my kettlebell. You know what I mean? That's just how things are, and those are those sacred moments is when you're swinging that kettlebell. That's a sacred moment to me. Find your sacred moment in life, guys. That's just how things really should be. You gotta know where and when you can find your sacred moment. This seltzer is pretty sacred, if you'd ask me. So, yeah, let's talk about a new Bret Easton Ellis film. So Bret Easton Ellis obviously is a writer, but he also does some screenplay writing as well. Pull it up right here. And he writes a new film called Smiley Face Killers. What's up, Smiley Face Killers? Now, this is based on true events, and we'll get to more on how that film deals with that. It's there's a lot of first off, Smiley Face Killers was released very recently, early December, and it's a sort of tense slasher thriller about an urban legend, about someone being killed and then being left near the water, but then near them you could find a lot of smiley faces near the body and stuff like that. I'm not really well read on the actual sort of urban legend aspects. Is more of a California thing. It's like a sort of LA area urban legend. Fairly recent, not too recent, but it follows a college student as he is pursued by a killer in a van. Relatively short, hour and a half. Honestly, could have been shorter, but it's all right. I have a lot of love for Bret's novels. I recently got it Audible, and this is not sponsored by Audible, but fucking please, Audible, let me sponsor y'all. But I just have a love for Bret's novels, and I've been starting to listen to them. I listened to 3 so far. Less Than Zero, American Psycho, and his newest novel, White. which was just a bunch of political essays. It was pretty good, but like, yeah, I don't know. But Less Than Zero just has a lot of like, it's such powerful moments that really just stick with you with that. And the way like he has this like emphasis on the emotion of dread, where you really don't want to see stuff happen. Like in Less Than Zero, when the one of the characters is like prostituting himself for a debt that he owes to someone, when he goes to like the bathroom to see like the guy's wallet, he doesn't want to check the wallet because he feels that he might see his father's business card in it, like one of the characters. And it's just like, what the fuck, like that's such a weird thing. And maybe like that's the environment that those rich kids of the 80s lived in, is where there's a lot of like fucking weirdos. And it's just like there's so much stuff to think about. Anyways, let's get back to Smiley Face Killers. Also, the first HASSCAST was an American Psycho review with the legendary Drew Dumpchus. I compared the book and the film, but Drew didn't really know much about the film, but he did know the essence. Now, Drew didn't know anything about the book, but he did know a lot about the essence of the film. We're going to talk about the essence real quick. You know, what this film does is it doesn't really stick to one like specific true event. I kind of read up on it, but it really, the nature of them are adapted. The nature of the killer that he likes, the killer likes young, handsome college men, so that is the type of adaptation. It's like the type of killer, the nature of the killer is very much so expanded on in the film. And it's really a world to piece together, you know, similar to how like a lot of Bret Easton Ellis's works. He's like, it's a world to unpack. For sure. You know, the movie gets dull at times, but that really causes suspense, and the ending leaves more questions than answers. The cinematography is pretty decent. I'd say it's pretty tropical, but then when you see a dead body, it's got that gray filter, which is reasonable. The killers are very mysterious, and I don't really want to go into them, but like their nature, I feel like they could this could be like developed into a sequel if it's successful. Yeah, so as I kind of said earlier, like Bret Easton Ellis writes to have the audience dread what will happen next, and that's the emotion that he captures in the film in most of his writings. Garrett Coffey was the best actor in the film. Very sincere friend. I want to see more of him in new films. He kind of reminded me of a Sebastian Stan. He had a really likable screen presence. There's a lot of mystery around the killer's messaging, which causes interesting scenes. Soundtrack was very John Carpenter inspired, very 80s. As I can see, you know, its inspirations probably come from. You know, as I said earlier, sequel would be interesting to explain the sort of killer's a bit more odd, mystical presence they provide in the film. And yeah, I would consider this to probably be divisive, because not a lot of people could respect this sort of suspense put into it and some character dynamics, and I respected it. I haven't really seen much like this recently. It's not trying to make some giant point. It's just supposed to have you interested in sort of in the mystery of things. I mean, that's really what I was. I was very involved in the mystery. I feel like if there's a sequel, fuck it. Let's go for it, bitch. Let's see a sequel. But I'm gonna put this in the watchability scale. I'm gonna give it a okay, worthy investment of time. That's what it gets on the scale. There we go. You can see the scale right there. Okay, worthy investment of time, with the biggest rating being pure Kino, and great being rewatchable, being watchable but not great, bad being scum of the earth. That's what we got for Smiley Face Killers. If you've seen it, comment down below what you think of Smiley Face Killers, or if you're just listening, why don't you tweet me, MikeHass16, okay? Yeah, it's got a fucking text. Let's not look at that. Yeah, we got some fucking Disney Plus announcements. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Bear with me real quick. We got a lot to announce. We got a lot to unpack and a lot to fucking announce. Okay? Shows announced. I got a whole list for you. And a couple movies as well. And if I miss any, because there's announcements being thrown left and right, I'll add one that I just have off the top of my head that I didn't write down. Let's start. But tweet me, MikeHass16, if you think that I've missed anything, and there's probably you can find a link to that in my About section on YouTube or in my link tree as well. Shows announced. I'm gonna go with one that I didn't add on the list, but I remembered is Lightyear. Show about Buzz Lightyear will be on Disney Plus. Andor show. Now let's go to the ones that I have ready and prepared. Andor. Show by Cassian Andor, the character from Rogue One, which is Disney's best Star Wars film that they've made, in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure some fans agree with that. Obi-Wan TV show, which has been rumored and confirmed, is now official, and Hayden Christensen will be playing Darth Vader in it. Obviously, I love Hayden Christensen. I feel like people just hate on it so much. I fucking love Attack of the Clones. I don't care what y'all think. Fuck you if you don't like Attack of the Clones. You're just like a hater, and you're just a fucking bandwagon rider. Sorry. Rangers of the New Republic. I hope it's centered around those two pilots that keep bugging the Mandalorian and in the show. That would be fucking hilarious. Show about Lando, please. Donald Glover, please. Acolyte. High Republic TV show set hundreds and hundreds of years before anything. And I'm so hyped for that. Female-centric series. Hell yeah. It's sort of about the rise of sort of dark side people during the, before. The way hundreds of years before the Clone Wars. Not like 1,000 years, but like I think it's like 400 or 300 years or some shit. Bad Batch Clone Wars spin-off show. I'm hyped for that. It shows those clones after Order 66. I wonder how like they'll deal with it, if they'll just have it to be like runaways. I feel like that's what's gonna be happening. They're gonna have to like run away and hide and shit, and I feel like that's gonna be sad but interesting. Maybe they'll form their own like local militia on some planet that isn't controlled. I don't know, but these guys are gonna they're gonna put up a fight against the Empire, and I hope it doesn't happen. My guess is probably gonna. I've already guessed Bad Batch is probably gonna go for like 3 or 4 seasons. And it might tie into Rebels, which would be interesting. Kanan might be in it. That would be cool. Visions, which is like a sort of short film TV show anthology. Just a bunch of short films and stuff like that for Star Wars. Droid Story, which is sort of like I think it's like a R2D2 C3PO stupid thing. Miss Marvel, pretty sure it's live action. You got the Muslim Miss Marvel. Hell yeah, good for her. Secret Invasion. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I predicted that. I predicted that on this fucking channel. I predicted that last year. You can go through all my old videos. I predicted this. I predicted that they're going to go with the Secret Invasion storyline. I'm a fucking genius. Ironheart, female Iron Man. I'm hyped for that. I want to see that. I'm hype. Moon Knight, hell yeah. TV show, yeah, I'm hyped for that as well. Fantastic Four movie directed by John Watts. Whoa. Awesome. Fucking John Krasinski, please. Armor Wars? I don't know what that is, but it's on the list, I guess. Fuck it, whatever. The Loki TV show, obviously, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision. That was announced a while ago. It was announced fucking last year. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. There we go. That's what I'm hyped. That's probably the most excited for. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna do my top 3 excited. Is Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Secret Invasion. I'm gonna have to go with the Acolyte. I want to see what the fuck the High Republic is. I want to see if there's gonna be fucking Darth Plagueis in that, man. I'm hype. I might even start reading all these old Star Wars Legends books and shit. That's such a rabbit hole, dude. That is an expensive rabbit hole. If I were to tell you, buying all those Legends books, when they're not even a part of the timeline anymore, but you still want to just know if they're good or not. Like, it's such a rabbit hole, guys. Man. Yeah. That's what we got with that. Also, just a reminder, check out all my merchandise. Links below. Buy a mug, buy a fanny pack, buy a shirt for a loved one for Christmas. We also got Mad Snake merch on there as well. I didn't really expect anybody to buy anything Mad Snake, but then, since I started releasing short films and beats on there, people have been buying the Mad Snake merch. It's actually been going pretty well, if I'll be honest. So, links below to merch and all that shit. So, yeah, let's go to Jack Harlow. That's what they all say. A new fucking album. I'm hyped. It's his first studio album, but I've been listening to him. Gazebo is my favorite project from him. No, Loose. That's my favorite project from Loose. Yeah. Shouts out to Jack Harlow, man. Oh my god. I love Jack Harlow. This album shows his journey into manhood with some unimpressive club songs, but he does showcase his love for his city, which is interesting. You know, the soul sample funky songs are interesting, but the songs like Route 66 and The Face of My City are amazing. There's a couple missteps with, like, you know, Way Out and Cream, but Jack appears whiny at times, but the production gets a little bit generic, but it gets great. Like, you have these choruses, like, singing Jetson Made Another One, and the beat switch on 21C and Delta was amazing. I just wish Two for One was on this, because he was, like, collab with Jack a lot, and, but I'd have to say the best singing one is the one with Static, Major, and Bryson Tiller. But fucking what a track list. This is so much amazingness. Like, I'm going to go through, like, my top 5 tracks on here. What's Poppin'? The non-remix version. I love the remix, but sorry. What's Poppin'? The non-remix version. Route 66. Keep It Light. Already Best Friends. And now, fuck, I'm gonna take Already Best Friends out, put in Face of My City, 21C Delta. Yeah, dude, fucking great track list. And I know I just sound like I was hating on it, but I really wasn't. If you want to see my raw opinion, go to patreon.com/MikeMedia Inc. and you'll see, like, a reaction to this album. I tried uploading it to YouTube, but obviously, like, before I could even think of making the video, it just gets removed and stuff like that. Yeah. Here's one for my conspiracy theorists. Check this out. Oh my god, look, he has one eye, and the other one's sort of closed, so therefore it's the all-seeing eye. Illuminati confirmed! I'm just fucking with you. No, but actually the ESTG feature was actually very good. It kind of reminded me of, like, Sada Baby or T Grizzly, but sort of cool, like, interesting. I love the Route 66 thing, and, like, there's so much, like, Louisville references, and I'm not from Louisville, but what Drake did so well is he, like, represented a city that never been really put on the map, and that's what Jack Harlow is doing right now. I just respect that. And by the way, this is better than anything Eminem's ever done. Sorry. If 24K Golden's new album is not better than this, he will be the best XXL freshman member this year. But I feel like 24K Golden has the capability to drop something better than this. I don't know, though. I want him to, but I don't know if he can. What I want to see from 24K Golden this year is him to do that more Landon Cube route. I want him to do that Landon Cube route, but also get people like the Baby to do that, to step out of their lane. Like, that's what he needs to do. That's what 24K Golden needs to do. And also I want him to work with Lil TJ again. You know, I feel like a lot of people would like to see that. Also, Baxter Avenue on this Jack Harlow song. Baxter Avenue is a really good outro. But the Rendezvous ones, that's pretty fire too. But, like, it kicks in, like, the album starts getting so fucking fire when Face of My City pops in. I really don't know if I enjoyed this as much as Kid Cudi Man on the Moon 3, which we're about to review. I like both, but like, let's review Kid Cudi Man on the Moon 3. But back to Jack Harlow. All songs get added to the playlist. Outstanding album. Let's review Man on the Moon 3. All you fucking Travis Scott fans who are like, Kid Cudi ripped off Travis Scott with this album. Travis Scott is a knockoff Kid Cudi. Much respect to Travis Scott. But the Scott and Travis is inspired from Kid Cudi's name. And Travis Scott knows this, and he's kind of sort of taken his style and made it his own a little bit. But you can't compare the and I know I have the mentality it's not about who did it first, it's about who did it better. I'm gonna have to go with Kid Cudi over Travis Scott, but that's another video. But I'd say Kid Cudi is the original rapper, popularized sort of trippy vocals, those sounds like that are indie rock inspired rap, and he proves he's still able to do that. The few missteps like the drill song, but overall, fucking outstanding. I don't want to compare it to the Jack Harlow project, but I did listen to Jack Harlow project first, if I'll be honest. The hums on this are great. I'd say this album is better than. Nah, I'd be capping. I don't want to compare this album. Let's just talk about this album. Tequila Shots, She Knows Us, and Elsie's Baby Boy are amazing. Elsie's Baby Boy has this amazing guitar riff, but like it's so like indie rocky, and it's so cool, and I fucking love it. Kid Cudi, what he does is he kind of makes me feel like I'm simultaneously at the high point of my life and the low point of my life. And he's such a genius, and it's just taken me a while to fucking appreciate him. And I really want to go back and listen to a lot of his older work, Yeah, yeah. Man, like, it's just like, there's a lot of guitars on here, but there's a lot of spacey parts, It's like I'm floating, when the hum comes in, I'm just floating. Very similar to Circles with Mac Miller, but like, has a lot of cool fucking 80s synths in this, I'm really utterly astounded, The Void. Like, I love his, like, flows and hooks. It's like, I can fall in the void, fall in the void. Like, dude, that's like, and the way he pronounces it is very, like, rocky. It's like he's in a band. Like, he's in a band and he's like, fall in the void, fall in the void. Like, that's so fire. And I'm really utterly astounded. 9 out of 10. All songs except for that one skit in the beginning get added to the playlist. Mike Dean did a lot of really good work on here. I read up on to see if Mike Dean was a part of this. Yes, he was. He was also a part of the second Man on the Moon, by the way. And this is. I never really. It took me a while to appreciate him. The Trippie Redd feature was actually pretty solid, but yeah. It's just like, wow. It took me a while to appreciate Kid Cudi, honestly. I started to kind of get into Kid Cudi when I heard about Kids See Ghosts. Just heavily. I gotta say, I prefer Yay over that one. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not sorry. Gotta stop saying sorry. I'm on that fuck that bitch shit. Like, I'm done saying sorry. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay? I don't know what I'm referencing right there. But yeah, shouts out to Kid Cudi. I heard that he's also about to be on some fucking movies soon. I'll be on the radar for that. I'll definitely be looking out for what movies this guy's in. He's starting to get into more acting and stuff like that. Yeah, so Mario Judah. Let's talk about fucking Mario Judah. Now, I just want to talk about, this isn't like a news thing, but I just want to like tell you guys what's been going on with him. Just, he's a fascinating character. Comes up with these weird, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, that's white Mario Judah. We're leaving that up. We're leaving that up. Heisenberg. But yeah, so really, oh man, the people listening to the audio version, you're messing up. You're missing out. You're missing out. Skip to like 25 minutes in, and you'll start laughing your ass off on the YouTube version. But yeah, basically he has this weird sort of rock rap style, and it's like, that's not really like the most original thing, but the way he does it, he very stretches a lot of vowels, and he's like, now it's time for you to die very rough. Like, he pronounces stuff so weird, but a lot of people are loving it, and I'm starting to love it, like, unironically. He covered Rockstar by DaBaby, and that gained a lot of traction with Drewski Too Funny, and I have to say, Rockstar by Mario Judah is better than DaBaby. I love DaBaby, they went that new direction, but like, whatever Mario does with his voice, it's so fucking cool. I love it, bro. I love it. I'm astounded by it. Truly astounded. And he's pressuring Playboi Carti to drop a whole lot of red. Whole lot of red's like, oh, I'm gonna drop it at Christmas. And Mario's like, if you don't drop it, I'll drop it. And he's like doing Playboi Carti's style better than Playboi Carti. And people are loving it. Like, that'd be a horrible way to go. If he like drops like a whole lot of red. And, like, people love it. And then they don't care if Playboi Carti drops it. And I'm not too versed on like Playboi Carti like lore to say, but that would be crazy. That would be weird. That would be a weird. I saw this one thing. It was like there's an alternate universe where Playboi Carti dropped a whole lot of red in 2019, and Mario Judah doesn't exist. Somebody commented, "That's a world I don't want to be a part of." Oh boy, that's hilarious right there. Yeah. Also, Fetty Wap released a new album. Don't sleep on Fetty Wap. Look, it's a new album by Fetty Wap called You Know the Vibes. I want to listen to it, and I want to see what Fetty Wap's up to. I hope he's doing well. I want to hear his new music, and I feel like we haven't really checked up on him. Like, we haven't called Fetty Wap, like, I'm just saying this, like, figuratively, we haven't checked to see if Fetty Wap's okay in terms of music. We gotta give him some credit that he really was. A lot of people he was a part of our lives when he popped out in the scene. He was such a big part of our lives. We gotta give him the respect that he deserves. So, yeah. I made a short film, non-fiction, edit to a lot of crazy events that have happened this year. It's called 2020. On the channel bar on this channel, you can click on the Mad Snake Creative Collective, and you can see the Mad Snake Creative Collective channel, and it's called 2020, a short film by Mike Hass. You can go check it out if you want. Let me know what you think. I have an audio commentary of the short film on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/MikeMedia Inc. $3 a month. Yeah, it's just a showcase. It's for the history books. Like, I want people to look back at that short film and be like, oh snap, that's what it was like. I just feel like it was important for me to make that. Let me know what you think of that short film. I'll be working with some fiction short films soon as well. There we go. All right. Nostalgia case. Roll it. Alright, so we got Natural Born Killers, wild ass movie. Follows two serial killers that really become celebrities within, their lane, their world, and stuff like that. They kind of become, the first people that they kill are like for sort of self-defense and sort of protective reasoning in the film, but then they sort of become more and more ruthless, and they only become serial killers to people that kill them. And they're sort of trying to prove this sort of point that, like, the way killing is presented in like TV is very like sort of desensitizing. It's very like to people that watch it, and that a lot of the world has become desensitized to the violence. I am gonna grab this DVD of the director's cut just to show you guys what I got in store in my little collection. Check this out, guys. We got that right there. The director's cut is absolutely fantastic. Robert Downey Jr. is like in this as well, and it's really a study on media obsession with, you know, killers and people that do horrible things. Like, should we look up to these people? Why do people care about these people so much? Like, why is this such a crazy thing? This comes from a story written by Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino hates it. I fucking love this movie. Oliver Stone does it well. Oliver Stone sort of points out a flaw in society and makes it this amazing movie. And overall, Natural Born Killers is just one of those bangers. It's just like, that's just the truth. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, I just love it. And it will make you think. And I constantly rewatch it, and I'm just thinking, like, who's right and who's wrong? And there's this prison breakout sequence. That's kind of a spoiler, not really. And it's like with Rage Against the Machine music, and it's just iconic. Every character's over the top. Don't share this with your family or like fucking Christian camp or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Watch this like late at night with like a lot of unhealthy food. You know what I mean? Well, actually, healthy food. A lot of healthy food. Or watch it on your cheat day on the weekends, late at night, with a friend that you don't mind sharing very controversial and weird things with. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's all we got in HASSCAST. Thanks for watching. This has been another edition of HASSCAST. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a rating on any audio platforms that you are listening to this. And click the links. Support the channel. You know, we got Patreon, $3 a month. You get some exclusive content. You got merchandise. Buy something for, you know, Christmas and all that. You got Vice props. Fake prop money. Click the referral link and enter code HASSCAST at checkout for 10% off your order. And also, Good Vibes Clothing. When you buy something from Good Vibes Clothing, use code HASS at checkout for 10% off. All these things help the channel monetarily. One day this will be a full-time thing. But for now, we're chilling, we're vibing. When we got responsibilities, we're filling them as we should. But we strive for when these responsibilities enable us to have freedom in this world. That's what I hope I have, and that's what I hope you have as well. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next HASSCAST. And I'll be casting out my thoughts to you in the next HASSCAST.